Hi, my name is Jackson, the creator of Treely, and today I'm going to do a walkthrough video on how to use Treely, as well as how to install Treely, and I will also outline some of the features that had just been introduced in the last week or so. And so let's dive right into it. To install Treely, just go to the extension store of any Chromium-based browser, and that's why I'm using Chrome, using Brave at the moment. And right here, we're going to search Treely, and we'll find Treely here. You can also find this link on the website. It's very much more direct way of reaching the product in the store. However, we're going to talk about how Treely works right out of the box. So here we have a new tab that's been opened upon installation. And here is a how to use guide for Treely. As you can see, it's slightly outdated, as it's going to be constantly updated just for a near future. So as you watch this video, this may have changed. So Treely has by default the inline mode enabled. What the inline mode is essentially an interface that's embedded into a normal web page. What I mean by a normal web page is any page that isn't a new tab or a settings tab or a Chrome or a web store tab. And so here we can access the inline mode via hover onto the side on the left in this instance. We can also change it so that we start the application on the right, just in the settings menu through alignment section. And also we can have an overlay. And other than that, that's the difference between the inline mode and the pop-up mode. And so with the inline mode, you have functionality such as open a new tab, you can reload a tab, you can mute a tab, you can also turn a tab into a pin. Pin and normal tab are arranged differently. Pins cannot be tree-styled, as pins are symbolically different to normal tab, and as that's why you will have it pinned. You can unpin it, as we did here. We can drag and drop to arrange these two tabs. And these two tabs, as we arrange them, their ordering had been re-indexed. This is part of the functionality of the application that, or the functionality that had just been introduced in the past month or so. So that's great. And we can also duplicate a tab. And upon duplication, we'll see that the new tab that had been duplicated had been appended as the child. And this is because they are under the same parent, therefore a new duplicated tab should go under the same parent as well. That's the logic I was going with as I was making the application. So what's next is the window management section. This is the cross-window management section where you can manage and organize all the tabs, all the trees of all the active windows, and as well as being able to see the history of all the windows that had been previously closed. And here, with all the windows that had been previously closed, you can restore them with the same tree state. And so what's next is we're going to go into the pop-up mode and just talk about how that works. So the pop-up mode is essentially an isolated interface that allows you to browse without any disruption. And so this external window is completely isolated from all your web browsing. And what this means is that you can now browse uninterruptedly without concern for what page you're on. You can always see all your tabs, and you can always control all the tabs across the board. So that's the pop-up mode. Just in terms of the pop-up mode and the inline mode, you can either change it in the settings in the application, or you can go to the application extension icon, and here you'll find a little window that allows you to control between pop-up and inline. And you can also have the option to open new pop-up window. And that's oh, hang on a minute, I need to show you. So one feature that I'm very passionate of is the tab hibernation mode. What the tab hibernation mode is essentially is that it's a functionality derived from the discard API of the browser. And what this means is it releases memory from your browser, and so that you can load up a lot of tabs in one go. And what I mean by that is let's say you are on Wikipedia in a rabbit hole in Wikipedia, and let's say you have the task manager here. This task manager basically showcases the memory consumption of each tab, and each tab takes up a certain amount of memory, and that's why commonly people have less memory, will suffer more when it comes to using the browser, and that shouldn't be a limitation. And so tab hibernation essentially allows you to, let's go to Wikipedia, and we're just gonna open a few tabs. So Bird Valley, Black Hills, and Sedona. As you can see on the right here, we have 3-4 tabs that are opened, and what they are essentially consuming on average about 70 megabytes. And as we have the tab hibernation mode on, this will utilize the browser's discard API to release the memory consumption of those tabs. It will probably kick in any moment now, as it runs on a minute interval. And as you can see, indeed, on the right, we have all the idle tabs memory usage being released. And that's the showcase, and that's the short walkthrough. And I hope you got most of the points, I hope. And if not, you can always reach out to us via the Reddit, the Treely Reddit, outlined in the application here in the info section, for have a feature to submit, or you can email us via info@treely.com. Anyway, have a good one. Thank you.